9. NBA League Pass. Start a 7-day free trial at nba.com/watch League Pass. Blackouts may apply.
Dub Nation, you are listening to the Golden State Warriors Audio Network presented by United Airlines.
You've been listening to Golden State Warriors basketball
on the Golden State Warriors Audio Network.
The game might be over, but it's not time for the night-night just yet. Stay tuned for the Warriors post-game show, presented by State Farm.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.
Find what you love at the Mila Innovation Center at Freedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. Out of your dreams and into your kitchen, select the qualifying built-in kitchen appliance package that's right for you. With unrivaled technology and luxury-grade quality, when you bring home a Mila, you're bringing home true innovation. Now, for a limited time, save up to $2,100 with the purchase of a qualifying Mila appliance package. Visit the Mila Innovation Center at Freedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at freedmansappliance.com.
Get up to $26,000 of ERC money for every employee you had in 2020 and 21 that qualifies. You qualify if you satisfy either one of these two tests. The easy way, your gross revenue drops a certain amount. The complex way, a full or partial closure of your business, a facts and circumstances test. You could only use the inside of your business up to 25% of capacity. Even an essential business like a food store had a 75% partial closure. Or supply chain disruptions, or limits on the number of people you could have in an area, or many other possible factors. Beware of companies that only consider the easy way and avoid the complex way, and also companies that fraudulently say everybody qualifies, especially companies that only just recently came into existence and then can disappear. We've been practicing tax law for over 30 years. Call Moskowitz LLP at 888-TAX-DEAL. That's 888-TAX-DEAL, 888-TAX-DEAL, or moskowitzllp.com, MOSKOWITZLLP.com.
With energy bills as high as they are, proper weatherproofing is essential. If you're working with a client to upgrade or build a new home, be sure to visit Golden State. They partner with respected brands such as Owens Corning, James Hardie, and Boral Siding. They're a great option for a comfortable home with lower energy bills. Start at goldenstatelumber.com. Building better in the Bay Area since 1954. Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
This is the Warriors post-game show presented by State Farm.
The ball game's over. State Farm has surprisingly great rates on car insurance. You'll get coverage that meets your needs at a price that fits your budget. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're in the DoorDash broadcast booth, and the State Farm postgame show commences with our electrifying player of the game. That's got to be Stephen Curry with 36 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Scored 13 straight to help the Warriors come back. They were down 102-94 with 4 minutes to go. He scored the last 11 in regulation, 9 in overtime. It's brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG, and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. Tim Roy, Tom Tolbert, here in our DoorDash broadcast booth. Quiet here at Chase Center after an electrifying victory tonight to tag on to our Toyota sponsorship. Just an amazing game. This was, I always say that after a game like this, that if you're seeing your first NBA game in person, you came out for the first time in your life to an NBA game, you're a fan for life after this game. I mean, it had everything. A little drama, had some injuries for both teams. Giannis Antetokounmpo couldn't play, but, Milwaukee showed how deep and how good they are. And, the Warriors without, Wiggins and Peyton and Kuminga, they had some guys shine. They don't win this game if JaMychal Green doesn't score early in this contest. I mean, he came off the bench and had 18 points and 6 rebounds tonight in 23 minutes. I mean, that's a huge plus for Golden State. They don't win this game and, without Kevon Looney, getting an offensive rebound, getting fouled, hitting one of 2 free throws. It turned into a 4-play possession for Golden State. They kept getting the ball back. He had 15 rebounds tonight, and of course Stephen Curry, along with others, doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But this was fun. This is an encouraging win for Golden State, and obviously with the way they're playing on the road, they had to have this one.
Absolutely. The second half was totally different from the first half. First half was kind of clunky offense, pretty good defense. And then the second half, the offense took over. And then with about 2 minutes left to go in the game, Steph Curry took over. And it just a wild game. We saw a ball kicked like about 65 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah,
We had never seen that one before.
That was
biggest shock of the night for me, though, was Holiday losing control of the ball at the end. Because, again, that was rebound. Here we go. Get the ball past half court, pick it up, foul him, and go to the free throw line, more than likely. He dribbles it right out of bounds. Now, I haven't seen a replay of that one. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but from our vantage point, we had a pretty good one. Looked like he just dribbled it right out of bounds. And they get the ball, and Steph Curry does what he does, goes left. And if I'm a defender and Steph starts going left and I know that he hit three, I'm going to try to get as far ahead of that as I can because you know what's coming. And as soon as he did it, he separated himself from Carter and hit that shot, and he hit one right before it. So you knew that one's probably going to be right on target. He just gets in these zones where it doesn't matter. You just expect every ball to go in. And I give him a lot of credit for not figuring out a way, but staying mentally tough enough to not have looks after 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters. He just had the looks were so random. He didn't get consistent looks. And then he finally needs to hit some shots, and he does. And then he hits another one. And then he hits another one. And then he hits another one. To click in like that, where I wouldn't even say he was scuffling. He wasn't shooting great. Like I said, I think he was 1 for 5 from 3 after 3. But he just didn't have a lot of opportunities because Holiday was playing him so well. And when you're a shooter, you don't get opportunities. You can never find that rhythm to get yourself in. And then when you're finally open, it's like, oh, let me get this up. Let me shoot it because I want to be able to get this shot up. I got a clean look at it.
Because you're anxious.
Yeah, exactly. To go through all that, and then when your team needs you most, to be able to hit those shots and then carry them the last half of the fourth quarter and into overtime. I mean, that's why those guys get paid $50 million a year.
Absolutely.
Because they can do stuff like that. And there's just not a lot of guys that can do it, but he's one of them.
By the way, the last time the Bucks lost on the road, they had a 9-game road winning streak coming into this one. Last time they lost on the road was January 21st at Cleveland.
Wow.
Almost 2 months.
That's about the last Warrior road win, isn't it? No, I'm serious. I think it is, yeah. I think the Super Bowl's been played since they won a road game. Like Kansas City beat the Eagles.
He's twisting.
Sorry, RC.
He's twisting the knife on both ends, right? You know.
No, I'm just saying.
Not just the Warriors as a whole, but
it's about necessarily. It's about the same time.
No, you're right. It is.
We have a late hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red card.
Yeah.
Here's the red card. I love when they show it to you too. They put it right in front of your face.
I know they don't. Yeah, they don't just hold it up. Right. They put it right there. Like, there you go. Daring you to swat it away.
Oh my goodness gracious! And look, it doesn't get any easier because you got Phoenix coming on Monday.
Yep.
And they're not going to have KD. I don't think he's not playing tonight against Sacramento.
He's out for a while. Yeah, he's out for a while. They're not going to reevaluate. Yeah, they're not going to reevaluate him for a couple weeks. Yeah.
Whoever started that, everybody's so happy they started that.
Expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. We'll evaluate him in 2 weeks because it always used to be updates daily. Like, how's he doing? And I'm not sure who the first team that started. Hey, you know what? We're going to evaluate him in 2 weeks. Don't ask us. Well,
the other one I love now is the teams are putting out the most detailed description of injuries.
Yeah, I know.
Hoping that nobody looks it up and figures out, oh, it's a left knee injury.
It's like, what does this mean?
Yeah. It's like,
oh, it is crazy.
There's part of me that thinks, well, maybe the NHL does have the right idea. Lower body injury. It's
lower body, upper body.
Yeah.
That's what you do. So yeah, they got that one Monday, and then boom, right back on the road. First game, Clippers, and I think they've won 3 in a row now. They've righted the ship a little bit. So this is a really, really tough stretch. That's why I thought those games on the road were so important.
Oh,
get a couple of them anyway.
Right there. Yeah, right there. They were right there to be had. Both the Laker game and the Oklahoma City game, there were moments in that game where the Warriors could have taken those games over and won them. And that was so frustrating. And then, just an incredible effort tonight and they, as a result, they're alone in the number 6 spot. And the other thing that's as important as anything else, the Clippers won, and we'll have the scores for you in a moment, but it keeps them even in the loss column with the Clippers. And now they're with Dallas losing today. They won without Kyrie and without Luka, went to Memphis. Actually had a chance to win that game, but ended up losing. They're 34-34. So now the Warriors are a game ahead of, in the loss column, of Minnesota, Dallas, and the Lakers. Lakers are coming on. That's a pretty good team down there.
Playing good.
They did as well as anybody at the trade deadline, and maybe I think they did the best myself. Utah, they're ahead by 2 losses in the loss column, and then the Pelicans, Oklahoma City, the same. And I think Portland's kind of running out of steam. They've got a tough road trip right now.
Yeah.
And they are right now, what are they? They're a game and a half back of the play-in bracket, but there's so many teams bunched up there, it would be very hard for them to get there. But anyway, so it's, the longer you can stay out of the play-in bracket, the better. And that's what Golden State gave themselves a chance now. If they can come away with a win on Monday, and then you got, Clippers, Atlanta, Memphis, Houston, Dallas. It's not an easy road trip, but if you can win the road trip, then that's going to go a long way for them to staying out of the play-in bracket. So
let's start slow. How about win a game on the road trip?
That would be nice.
How about just win 1 and then try to get to 2 and maybe even have a winning road trip? So what are you thinking? Because what I'm thinking is top 3 probably going to be Denver, Sacramento, Memphis, right? That's probably your top
Correct.
3.
Yeah.
Maybe. I thought Phoenix may catch him, but without Durant probably not.
Yeah.
They're at 4 right now, and they're 2.5 games clear of the Clippers. So, yeah, we'll see how they play. Their schedule isn't all that difficult. So if they let's say they stay at 4 just for the sake of argument. I'm not sure they will, but 2.5 games. Then you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that are all right there, kind of up for grabs.
They're all if you go down to 10, 2.5 games separate 5 from 10.
Yes, exactly. Now, the only reason I excluded the Pelicans was if they don't get Zion back, then
no,
it's I don't. But then again, the Lakers and they don't. That's the thing now with the trades, and you touched on it. Do they need LeBron to do something in the playoffs? Of course, but they can make it, and they can.
Sure.
D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis, Vanderbilt, Beasley. I mean, they got some players. They got some players on that team. T-Wolves.
Nice,
who knows when Karl Anthony Towns is getting back? I have no idea when he's getting back. But that's
he had a nice hat last night. He had Neil Young song lyrics on it. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He did. Very nice. I missed that.
Yeah.
Mavericks, I think, are the ones that they could drop. And I thought if the Warriors were to get in the top 6, they were going to be the one to drop out. And who knows where Doncic is at right now with the I think it's thigh contusion. And Kyrie missed tonight's game, sore foot. So who knows what they're doing. But that's why this game tonight, again, I don't want to say felt like a playoff game, but the implications kind of felt that way because all these games, you just see teams moving. You don't want to lose touch. You don't want to fall down into the play-in game and lose touch, and then all of a sudden you're looking back and going, "Oh, dang, we could actually fall out of the play-in." Like I just have a hard time believing the Warriors aren't going to finish ahead of the Pelicans and the Jazz and the Thunder. Could it happen? The Blazers? Yeah, could it? Of course it could. But I think what we see right now, maybe the Pelicans fall out and like the Jazz or Thunder pop in there. But other than that, I think the teams that are in there are going to stay in there. I really do. But then again, this has been a wacky season in the West, so who knows?
I wouldn't have predicted the Warriors would get swept by the Pistons.
No.
Or the Magic.
No.
Losing Charlotte up 4, losing Utah up 4 late.
No.
I mean, just think about that. Say even take the 10 games that you could look at and say, oh, they should have won that game, right? Just go 5-5 in those games. We wouldn't even be talking about this.
No, not at all.
We'd be talking home court and talking about making the deep run, but they are what they are, and right now 35-33.
That's the crazy thing. Is that you look at those teams, and between the Pistons, the Magic, and the Hornets, they have 1 win.
Yeah,
1-5.
Yeah,
against those teams,
and that's
1-5.
Incredible. the other part of that's you think about this, it's crazy. By the way, it looks like Phoenix is going to lose at home to Sacramento.
Sacramento, boy, they're good on the road.
That's going to be their 40th win.
I know.
It's their 40th win.
That's incredible.
They are. Let's see, what are they on the road? This would be their 19th win on the road. They're 19-13 on the road if they win this game.
Well, they have the best win percentage in the Western Conference on the road, don't they?
Yes,
pretty sure they do.
Oh yeah, without question. There's nobody even close. Everybody else is 500 or below. It's crazy. That's the other thing about the Warriors. They're 7-26, but there's really no great road teams in the West other than Sacramento.
That's it. Nuggets are 500. Clippers are 500. Suns 4 games below 500. Memphis 9 games below 500. Mavericks 9 games below 500.
By the way, Mike Brown's got to get Coach of the Year. He has to.
Easy.
I mean,
if he doesn't, then there ought to be an investigation.
I mean, Kevin Huerter is a difference maker for him. It was a nice pickup, but their roster is not drastically different.
Who could even compete? Missoula maybe for Boston,
Maybe
what they have to go
Missoula.
through, but they had a squad.
That team went to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him credit for being able to hold it together. Absolutely,
Correct. Especially
you're talking
early.
about a team that hasn't been to the playoffs in 16 years?
Something like that.
I mean, yeah. To me, that is you just write Mike Brown, boom, you're done, first place vote, and I would actually be surprised if he didn't get every first place vote. He deserves it. He's done a great job with that team.
Well, we'll see you here Monday. Any final
Phoenix
thoughts?
Suns. No, just a really, really good win for this team. Really good win. Like it's interesting because the Warriors haven't had many of these type of games in the past because when they've been really good, this time of season didn't matter all that much. It's just about seeding. Even last year was about seeding. Like they knew they were in. They knew they were getting home court. They no worries. They just wanted to play better than they did at the end of the season to try to get some momentum going into the playoffs. But they haven't been in this type of position before, and in a year that we haven't seen before in the Western Conference, where there's just so much movement. You look from day to day, and somebody can move up 2 slots. Somebody slides down 3 spots. All these teams are tied with one another. They were 9th. Now they're 5th. Now they're back to 8th. So, no, this was a big one because you lose this one, you got one more game at home before you get the 5-game road trip. So, and it would have been a 4-game losing streak heading into Monday night. So, yeah, they'll feel good about themselves tonight. Get the day off tomorrow and get back after it Monday. But, yeah, it sure would be nice to get both of them at home.
We're going to give you the day off tomorrow, too, Tom.
I get it off?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. How about that?
What am I going to do?
Watch the Oscars, maybe?
No. I don't watch the damn Oscars. I haven't seen any of the movies. This is like one of the few years I haven't seen any of the movies.
You need to see All Quiet on the Western Front. It's really good.
Oh, on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, you
really
liked
good.
it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a really untraditional, interesting soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got a little almost like I wouldn't say heavy metal, but there's a little bit to it. It just gives you this sense of like dread and stuff that you would expect from a film about war. And so really good.
Okay. I'm definitely out. Maybe I'll check that out tonight.
And
go home, put on a fire, grab a beer,
and go see Hustle. So when I make my Bo Cruz references, you
get the right brother.
I got the wrong brother. How many of those damn brothers are there? There's only 2 of them or 3 of them?
There's 2 of them in the NBA. I don't know how many total that the Hernan Gomez.
Okay.
So
I'll go. I'll see it one of these days. That was classic. I picked the wrong one.
Didn't see it.
What? Oh, have a lovely evening, Tim.
Yes.
Talk to you.
All right,
Talk to you Monday.
Let's get to the Kaiser Permanente scoreboard. We'll start off with a matinee in L.A.
George, crossover on Robinson, goes right into the big man. Kick it, far side corner. Morris, a 3. He's got it. Marcus Morris, raindrops against his former team. 102-91, Morris with 11. Nice find by George.
Clippers win 106-95. Kawhi Leonard with 38 points, and the Clippers stay a half game ahead of the Warriors. They're now 36-33. Kawhi Leonard starting to heat up. They haven't had any back-to-backs, He's had 7 straight games with at least 21 points, averaging 31 during the stretch. Paul George with 22. Julius Randle shot 5 of 14, had 19 points for the Knicks, who are missing Jalen Brunson. He's missed 3 of the last 4. And Russell Westbrook passed Isaiah Thomas 9th on the all-time career assist list. So congratulations to him on that. Utah was on the road in Charlotte.
Olynyk driving, reverse side layup, up and in, plus a foul. Kelly will buy one and get one free.
Now, this wasn't a Joe Ingles ball fake. This was a Kelly Olynyk look fake, because he looked while he's driving to the corner 3 and put the ball on the floor and go straight to the basket.
14 for Kelly.
David Locke and Ron Boone with the call there for the Jazz Radio Network, and they got a Joe Ingles reference in there as well. Utah gets the win, 119-111. Talen Horton-Tucker, season-high 37 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. Jazz have won 2 in a row. Walker Kessler, 17 points and 16 boards. Kelly Olynyk at 17. Meanwhile, Kelly Oubre Jr., 24. Terry Rozier, 22. Their 2-game win streak, Charlotte's 2-game win streak, was snapped with the loss tonight. Jazz are now 33-35 as they enter the night a half game back of New Orleans for the number 10 spot in the Western Conference. Indiana taking on the shorthanded Pistons.
Hill moving to his left against Magruder. To the top, Smith has an open 3. He'll take it and make it. Smith has been shooting the 3 quite effectively lately. Detroit takes a timeout here. Smith with a big fourth quarter, 11 of his 20 points.
And Jalen Smith with 20 points and 9 rebounds for Indiana. They go to 31-37. Detroit's 15-53 on the 121-115 victory for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson, 19 points and 11 rebounds for the Pacers, who are 5-2 in their last 7 games. Pistons missing 5 of their top 6 scorers, but they did have big guys in the game. Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, and Miles Turner, and they're hopefully going to play when these two teams meet again on Monday. James Wiseman, 16 points, 9 rebounds on 6 of 11 shooting. The Orlando Magic against the Miami Heat. This one coming right down to the wire.
Lowry gets it into Jimmy. Jimmy with a look. Pump fake, leans in for 3. Got it! Got it! Got it! They got to look at it, but Jimmy made it. Right now we're tied at 108 thanks to the right wing's lean-in. Splash down by Butler. I'm checking his toes. He pulled it back after toe on the line. He slid it back and made it. Put 5 minutes on this clock and let's play some more.
Yeah, they go to overtime. Orlando, though, had other ideas. Wendell Carter Jr. likes the corner 3.
Carter, corner 3. Got it. How about the 3 ball in the overtime for the Magic?
27 points and 11 rebounds. That was David Steele on the Orlando Magic television broadcast. Carter Jr. with the hoops and the final 126-114 in overtime. What a bounce back win for Orlando. They've been playing, as I mentioned, good ball. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists for Paolo Banchero. Jimmy Butler had 38 for Miami, 15 in the final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. Miami was down 15. They rallied to get it to overtime. Kyle Lowry, playing his first game in over a month, played a total of 36 minutes. Cody Zeller of the Heat left after colliding with Jalen Suggs. He needed stitches to repair a cut in his right eye, so hopefully he's going to be okay. Let's move on to Boston. In Atlanta, Jason Tatum.
Smart finds Tatum on the left-hand side. Tatum for 3 over Capella. Count it.
Southers need a basket then. Who do they go to? Their star player.
24 for Jason Tatum.
134-125, Boston over Atlanta. Tatum with 11 of his 34 in the fourth quarter. Hawks made a rally but fell a little bit short. Trae Young, 35 points and 13 assists. Jaylen Brown added 24 for Boston. And the Hawks had swept Washington in a back-to-back, but could not beat the defending Eastern Conference champions. Robert Williams with a strained left hamstring missed his 4th straight game for Boston. Chicago taking on Houston. The Rockets were leading in this game, but Zach LaVine gets a bucket.
And he goes underneath the Tate, whips a pass, threw it away.
Turnover number 15 for the Rockets. Here's Levine to the rim and the finish. He flipped it in with the right hand.
Chuck Swirsky with a call on the Bulls Radio Network. 119-111. Chicago gets the win there, 31-36. Houston falls to 15-52. DeMar DeRozan with 27. And Zach LaVine, as you heard there, getting a bucket. He had 36 points and 10 rebounds. The Memphis Grizzlies trailed at home to Dallas.
60 seconds remaining. Jones on the curl. Finds Bain. Right sideline three. Ring it up. Put three on the board. What a feed. Tyus Jones and the Grizzlies. Just like that. Up by 4. Desmond Bain buries the triple. Tyus Jones with his 10th assist.
Walnut Creek's Eric Hasseltine with the call as Memphis gets a 112-108 victory. They go 40-26 on the season. Bain, 25 points, 8 assists, 7 boards. Mavericks going without Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic fall to 34-34. So that's a big game for Golden State. Meanwhile, another game the Warriors were keeping an eye on as the Oklahoma City Thunder, with their young squad, they were in New Orleans.
Shea top of the key, jumped at by Murphy. Howard dribbles left, elevates and fires a fadeaway angle of 15-foot jumper, nothing but net. Shea's got 21 and counting, 7 of 8 shooting, putting on a scoring show.
Matt Pinto on the call on the Thunder Radio Network. They win 110-96 on the road. They go to 32-35. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 35.6 rebounds. C.J. McCollum had 26 and 8 assists for the Pelicans, who fall to 32-35. So both those teams have identical records. So the Warriors currently in the number 6 spot. Phoenix has lost. They lost to the Sacramento Kings, who are the best road team in the Western Conference. 128-119 was your final. Sacramento coming away with the win. 18 from Malik Monk. Devin Booker had 28 points and 8 assists for the Phoenix Suns. Warriors with an incredible game tonight. The rally, the victory. Stephen Curry, 13 straight points, including the one that tied the game and sent the game to overtime. Warriors with a 125-116 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Warriors will continue the upcoming broadcast brought to you by Ticketmaster Monday, 6:30 the airtime, 7 o'clock the tip. Warriors in Phoenix, presented by DoorDash. Our old friend Chris Paul will be in the house as the Warriors will take on the Suns. R.C. Davis back to close out the State Farm postgame show after these words on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-200-1966. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966.
When back to the office means back in traffic.
We unfortunately have a really bad situation going on in Hayward.
You can rely on your Northern California Honda Dealers Traffic Center.
Traffic is still jammed from Whipple, but I can see it starting to improve now that you have...
From your traffic leader, KCBS.
The Prophetic Matrix. Unlock the secret code to your destiny. A new revolutionary book by Michael John Toste. The first ebook to make history by being filmed in space. Discover your unlimited future. Get The Prophetic Matrix now on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
He's the best interview in the Bay Area.
Dub Nation, this is Steve Kerr.
Well, I think the fact that we've lost so many games that we felt like we should have won, we know we're right there.
He's on every single week during the NBA season.
Yeah, 100%.
Steve Kerr.
That is absolutely something I believe, and that's what we're working on. That's the plan.
On 95.7 The Game. Presented by the Next Generation 10G Network. Only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
At Right Way Garage Doors, we consider what we do inspired craftsmanship. Our design pros are artists, using wood, glass, and metal as their brushes, your home, their canvas, all inspired by your vision. Right Way Garage Doors has been delivering the highest quality work with the right value and the right customer experience for 42 years. Check out their blowout sale. For a limited time, receive 15% off your garage door purchase, plus qualify for up to 24 months no interest financing. Call 877-DOOR-808 or visit rwgaragedoors.com.
United is proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors. But this story goes beyond basketball. It's about United and the Warriors teaming up and showing up for Bay Area communities of color. Through the franchise fund, we're helping minority-owned businesses, from manufacturers to a local cosmetics brand, get the funds and resources they need to thrive. Because when good ideas find their champion, we all win. This is the story of an airline and a community. When good leads the way.
Hey, Stephen Curry, it's game day, and you know what that means.
That you're going to talk like an announcer all day long?
Yes, and fans get 10% cash back in arena or online at Warriors Shop by using Rakuten.
That is pretty exciting.
Cash back on Warriors gear is exciting, Stephen Curry.
I think they know it's me.
Good point. We just need to tell them the website.
Rakuten.com/Warriors. RAKUTEN.com/Warriors.
Dub Nation, you're listening to the Warriors post-game show presented by State Farm.
Here's R.C. Davis.
Well, it took an extra 5 minutes, but who cares? Golden State with a much-needed win as the West continues to be a dogfight, beating the Bucks by 9 in a classic here at Chase Center this evening. State Farm has surprisingly great rates on car insurance. You'll get coverage to meet your needs at a price that fits your budget. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. With the win, as Tim Roy was breaking down, the Warriors now even in the loss column with LA, good for 6th in the West at 35 and 33. Tonight, the Dubs had one dunk, so $2,000 will be donated by Rakuten to the Warriors Community Foundation as part of the Dunks for Donations program presented by Rakuten. Thank you, Rakuten, and go Warriors. Draymond Green found the ball in his hands at the end of regulation with a chance to win it, but his three was off the mark. Draymond would finish with 13 rebounds and 9 dimes. Kevon Looney, a career-high 5 steals, 7 points, 15 rebounds. Our Mercedes-Benz performance of the game go, guess who?
Curry with the ball. Warriors up 4, 2:10 left. A bucket here, and I think Mike Budenholzer calls time. Curry left sideline, pulls up for 3. Good! Time out, Milwaukee. The Warriors lead by 7. Stephen Curry's got his game face on. It's 120 to 113.
Steph, who had 14 points at the end of 3 quarters, would finish with 36 points, 6 boards, and 2 steals. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the official luxury vehicle of the Golden State Warriors. Our post-game guest on radio, Dante DiVincenzo, a career-high tying 6 made threes, en route to 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and a blocked shot to boot versus his former squad. Klay Thompson, 22 points on 16 shots. Tonight, the Dubs made 10 free throws. They only missed 1 on the evening. That means $5,000 is going to be donated to the Warriors Community Foundation, benefiting education-focused nonprofits in the Bay Area as part of the Free Throws for Futures program powered by the PG&E Corporation Foundation. Visit warriors.com/free throws to learn more. A season high in points by JaMychal Green, 18 points and 6 rebounds. As Tim Roy explained, those points early in the first half were huge, keeping the Warriors in the ballgame. Jordan Poole, 13 points on 13 shots. Ty Jerome had 3 assists. Andre Iguodala, 5 rebounds and a block as he works his way back. Moses Moody, 4 rebounds after being called up from Santa Cruz just earlier today. The Warriors turned the ball over 15 times, but leading to just 12 Bucks points, however. In the battle of the boards, the Warriors had 17 more rebounds. How about second chance points? Dubs had 20 more than Milwaukee. We'll take a look ahead next on the 95.7 The Game Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Attention men, if you have ED, PE, or low libido, or if you're always tired, weak, and gaining weight, you could be suffering from low testosterone, a common condition in men over 40. Balanced Medical Solutions has helped thousands of men regain their vigor, stamina, and strength. Restore your performance in the gym and in the bedroom now. Receive a medical evaluation with blood tests and free follow-ups for only $99. Getting old is not a choice, but feeling old is. Call now, 510-679-3300, or visit balancedmedicalsolutions.com.
Did you know Nissan EVs have traveled 8 billion miles? Just a quick trip to Pluto and back. And what did we learn along the way? Well, that an EV can take on the world, like the Nissan Leaf. It can move racing forward and take your breath away, like the all-new Nissan Ariya. We learned to make EVs that electrify. 8 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010. 2023 Ariya has limited availability. All-wheel drive expected availability early 2023, subject to change.
Shopping for cars is a blast. This one's nice, but realizing they're out of your budget is not. Ooh, moonroof. That's why CarMax lets you pre-qualify and shop our nationwide inventory by monthly payment, all without impacting your credit score. I could be a hatchback person, because the best way to find a car you love is with a shopping experience you love. Okay, narrowed it down to 50. CarMax, car buying reimagined. See CarMax.com for details.
Hi, this is Drew Barrymore. Do you know what my idea of the perfect night is? First, make a bunch of complicated plans, and then cancel all those plans. Instead, spend the night streaming movies and TV shows on Pluto TV for free, including my show. There are tons of live channels and even more on demand. Free to stream all you want on Pluto TV and never pay a thing. Stream now, pay never. Pluto TV.
The roar of the crowd. The sweet sound of a swish. Nothing beats being there live at Chase Center for the game, Warriors fans. And Ticketmaster is your official gateway to buying and selling the best seats all season long. Ticketmaster verifies every seat sold, guaranteeing that getting into the game is a layup. Be there live to defend Warriors ground this season with seats from Ticketmaster.com/Warriors. Ticketmaster, the official marketplace of the Golden State Warriors.
And that's another three from Clay. The Warriors are heating up here at Chase Center, and I cannot believe you are not here to witness it. Ooh, steal by Draymond over to Curry from downtown. That's a new career high without you here to see it. Unbelievable. I'll tell you, Bill, how would it feel to not be here right now?
Crushing, John. Crushing.
Here is where it happens. Experience the Warriors at Chase Center. Tickets on sale now at warriors.com.
Dub Nation, you are listening to the Golden State Warriors Audio Network, presented by United Airlines.
We get to John Dickinson next on Warriors Wrap Up at 95.7 The Game FM or on the Odyssey app. That's where you'll hear the Steve Kerr postgame press conference, which is brought to you by Kia, the official vehicle partner of the Golden State Warriors. Kia, movement that inspires. Bucks were playing without Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. The Bucks had a very balanced attack as no one scored 20, but 7 players scored in double figures. And with 5 swats, Brook Lopez has 14 blocked shots over his last 2 games. Suns in the City on Monday, 7 o'clock tip. For Tim Roy and Tom Tolbert, I'm R.C. Davis. Want to give a special shout to Brian Ratto for all the work he has done for the Warriors Radio Network over the years. We appreciate it, big guy. And remember to set your clocks back before you go to bed tonight. Good night from San Francisco. Warriors 125, Bucks 116.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What makes a buzzer beater so great? The energy, the spontaneity, the choice to just go for it. Last second flight changes aren't so different. Whether it's pulling an all-nighter, checking off a bucket list item, or extending your trip for some R&R. At United, we think last second calls are yours to make. That's why we don't charge change fees, ever. This is what an airline looks like when good leads the way. United is proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors. Exceptions apply for certain international flights. Forever applies to flights within the U.S. and between the U.S. and Mexico or the Caribbean.
The roar of the crowd. The sweet sound of a swish. Nothing beats being there live at Shea Center for the game, Warriors fans. And Ticketmaster is your official gateway to buying and selling the best seats all season long. Ticketmaster verifies every seat sold, guaranteeing that getting into the game is a layup. Be there live to defend Warriors ground this season with seats from Ticketmaster.com/Warriors. Ticketmaster, the official marketplace of the Golden State Warriors.
Don't let earthquakes catch you off guard. United Way Bay Area and 211 want you to be earthquake ready. With the MyShake app, you can get early earthquake alerts in your area to provide seconds of life-saving time to take protective action. Get prepared. Get alert. Text earthquake to 211-211 for more information on how to get the MyShake app. That's earthquake to 211-211. 211 is a service of United Way Bay Area, a proud partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, Stephen Curry, it's game day, and you know what that means.
That you're going to talk like an announcer all day long?
Yes, and fans get 10% cash back in arena or online at Warriors Shop by using Rakuten.
That is pretty exciting.
Cash back on Warriors gear is exciting, Stephen Curry.
I think they know it's me.
Good point. We just need to tell them the website.
Rakuten.com/Warriors. RAKUTEN.com/Warriors.
The NBA has nonstop action all season long, and with League Pass, you get more of the league you love, now for $49.99. Watch more live games, more expert analysis, more of your favorite NBA shows, with more streaming options on all your favorite devices. Sign up for League Pass now at the new halftime price of $49.99. NBA League Pass. Start a 7-day free trial at NBA.com/WatchLeaguePass. Blackouts may apply.
Free Throws for Futures is powered by our partner, the PG&E Corporation Foundation. At PG&E, we believe that STEM students will play a critical role in transforming the 21st century workforce. That's why we offer scholarships to students pursuing STEM-related studies at universities in California and historically Black colleges and universities. The Better Together STEM Scholarship Program is helping the next generation of STEM professionals build a better future for themselves and all Californians. To learn more about the 2023 PG&E Scholarship, visit pge.com/scholarships.
You've been listening to the Golden State Warriors Audio Network,
Presented by United Airlines.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMC FM at HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app. That's a wrap.
Yo, that's a wrap. It was an amazing experience. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope we got some laughs, some good entertainment.
This is Warriors Wrap Up on 95.7 The Game.
Curry scored the last 8. Carter reaching it. Curry dribbles across to half court. Stops, backs up, shoots a 3 early. It's on the way. Got it! He tied the game! 18 seconds to go. We're tied at 111. Yeah, tied at 111 at that point, and the Warriors would go on to win this game at overtime as they beat the Bucks 125-116. Tim Roy on the call there. We welcome you inside Warriors wrap up here on 95.7 The Game. And wow, what a game that was. That is the opposite tonight, what you saw of gutless, which we talked a lot about over the course of the last couple of days here on 95.7 The Game, with the poor efforts defensively and really the lack of fight that the Warriors showed on the road. Tonight, back at home, completely the opposite in terms of fighting and scratching and clawing and not giving up down the stretch to win the game tonight as the Warriors did. And it really all started and ended with number 30. A lot of other heroes along the way for the Warriors tonight. We'll get to all of that. We'll hear from Steve Kerr and, of course, Stephen Curry here over the course of the next hours. We keep this thing rolling to 10 o'clock here tonight on 95.7 The Game. Now, the phone number to participate in the program, as always, 888-957-9570, 888-957-9570, as the Warriors get a massive, massive win. We can look at the big picture and, hey, we already knew that this team can win games at home, and we already knew that this team can fight and not quit and rally and come up with enough defensive stops and do special things down the stretch to win games at home. They haven't been able to do it on the road, but this is the team that they are. I almost don't even care about any of that, because at this point, while that may be true, the Warriors have to win as many games as they possibly can, home or away, down the stretch this season to have any shot at being able to stake claim to making the playoffs first and foremost. I mean, forget about talking about a championship run, this, that, and the other. But what it's all about is, can you win enough to where you look up on April 9th and you're in the playoffs, preferably, as opposed to the play-in tournament, and then you see what your team looks like as far as who's healthy and who's available to play and who you're playing. And at that point, you look at your path and you say, all right, do you have a shot or not? If you don't win tonight's game and the Warriors look like they were destined to lose this game in the final couple of minutes before Steph Curry went off for what proved to be 20 points in the final 7 minutes of this one, the final 2 minutes of regulation where he went for 11 and then 9 more in the overtime. So 20 of his 36 go in the last 7 minutes of this one, and the Warriors able to come back and earn the win over the Bucks here on 95.7 The Game. 888-957-9570, 888-957-9570. Just otherworldly stuff from Steph carrying this team to victory. It was 105-97 with 3:15 to go. 105-97. Dante DiVincenzo hits a three